everyone to our Chestnut Fire Company 75th anniversary open house. We're really happy to invite the whole community to our town and to our fire station to see what it is that we do on a daily basis. My name is Sam Iannucci. I'm the fire chief of the fire company. Although the fire company's been here for 75 years, I've only been here for 20, but we do have members that have been here for over 45 years, and they're still volunteering every day. So that's the difference when we have an all-volunteer fire station. We have our members that come from home or from work or from school. When there's an emergency, we come from our stations or from our homes to come and answer the emergencies. What you're going to see today is a demonstration on the power of fire. By no means is it meant to scare you, but we just want to show you what happens when you have a fire and how fast a fire will burn in a house. We have two rooms that are set up pretty equally. There's two chairs and some drawers and curtains. The difference being the room on this side has an automatic sprinkler installed, and we'll talk about that instead. But both of the rooms have smoke detectors, which is what you most have in all of your houses. All right, so we're going to light the fire, and I'll talk through the process of what happens. All right, so a fire started in your home. Everyone hears the smoke detector. What are you supposed to do? Get out, stay out, shut the door, and then go to your meeting place. I hope everyone learned today that you have to have a meeting place where you're supposed to go to. You don't care what door you go out, what window, but have a meeting place. So when myself and my fireman friends meet you, we want to know that everyone is out of the house. If not, we're going to come get you. All right, that's our promise. So the fire is burning. The fire started in the corner in some pile of trash. We're burning some hay. But watch what happens. The fire wants to burn up. It catches the draperies on fire. And then it's going to roll across the ceiling. We're about 30 seconds after the fire started, and we have a pretty substantial amount of fire that's developed. Now, what's happening is that the fire is rolling over the ceiling. All of the items inside of your house, before they catch on fire, they have to heat up. So what's happening is that those chairs and those dressers are starting to heat up. And eventually, when they get hot enough, they're going to catch on fire. At this point, we're hoping, a minute and a half after the fire started, that you're on your way out. When you get outside your house, what are you supposed to do? Who do you call? 911, correct. All right? So we're still watching that fire develop. Keep an eye on that chair in the very front. It looks like it's smoking, it's just giving off vapors. It's going to light on fire immediately. Now, I mentioned all of our firefighters are volunteers. So at this point, your alarm's going off, we've called 911. We're coming from our homes to the fire station, get inside our fire truck, and then we're going to make a response. It's not easy to become a volunteer firefighter. You guys have to feel that heat. It takes a tremendous amount of time. Not only do we have training every week, our members dedicate every Thursday night for training, but it takes about 200 hours of service to become certified as a firefighter. So it's a lot of time to dedicate as a firefighter. The equipment that they're wearing, the pants and the coat, hopefully you've had a chance to try it on. It costs about $6,000 for us to outfit one of our individuals. And they're going to wear a tank of air on their back so they can go close to the fire and go inside of it. That costs about $7,000. So to outfit one of our firefighters, it's about $15,000. And we have about 30 of them on the books. All right, so at this point, the fire went to full flashover. That's 4 minutes after it started. That's really fast. That's the power of fire. We're going to give it a little bit, and then we're going to send two of our firefighters. These are our youngest firefighters, our junior members. They're 14 and 15 years old, and they're going to put this fire out. So hold on, fellas. I'll let you know to do it. I'm from this side. All right, go ahead. So our firemen have come and they've put the fire out in your house. It takes a lot of us. It's not always two people. Remember, we're going to come inside of your house and taking our trucks to it. What you hear is the sounds of our air pack on our back. So we wear that so we can go inside of the fire. And if we stand still for 30 seconds, it makes a noise to tell us, all of our firemen friends, that one of us might not be moving. Okay, we'll let the smoke clear out, and you can see that everything in that room is completely demolished by fire in less than 4 minutes. If that was your house, or where you go to work, or where you go to school, we want to make sure that you can get out, have an exit plan, know where you're going. This stuff is not salvageable. We're going to do a demonstration in this room that's a little bit different. We have the same materials, the same fire is going to start, but at the top of the ceiling, there's an automatic sprinkler. You probably have them in your school, maybe some of your houses, and you definitely have them at where you work or where you go to eat at a restaurant, or maybe where you go to shop. So that sprinkler is the equivalent of all of my firefighter friends just waiting there to put out a fire. There's water to that system that's holding it back. When the temperature at the ceiling gets to be 155 degrees, that sprinkler, his head is going to fuse, and it's going to put water directly onto the fire. So, Richie, we're going to light this one off. Everything in this room on the right is completely destroyed. Take a look at what happens with a fire protected by sprinklers. Now, everything that you've ever seen on the TV or the movies when it comes to sprinklers is completely wrong. They only go off when they get hot. They don't all go off at the same time. So the fire's going to grow in the same manner. My smoke detector is going off. We're going to get out of the building. It's still going to want to heat up the wall and run up the draperies. Okay. The temperature got to 155 degrees, and now I'm putting water on the fire from my sprinklers. At this point, the temperatures inside that room went from 155 degrees to 70. This is a completely survivable scenario. You're getting out of this. In the history of time, sprinklers have been around since the 1800s. There has never, ever, 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 ever been a fire where more than one person has lost their life in a fully sprinklered building. That's facts. That's the power of what these sprinklers provide. We're going to shut the water off. That smoke is coming because we're putting water onto the fire. All right, the fire is completely out in this room. Give it a chance for the smoke to clear out. Excuse the smoke, sorry. But everything inside this house is now salvageable. It might be wet, but it could be dried out, but it didn't burn up. And our family's getting out. So let the smoke clear out. We're going to finish putting this fire out. But I want you, as we go through, to take a look at both of these rooms again after the fire and really understand the power of fire. If you have any questions about what you saw, come see me or one of our firefighters here. And otherwise, have some more hot dogs and pizza and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.